Hello everyone, it's Dale here. In this video I'll show you the strongest volume profile levels to trade this week. Now let's first start with the macro news calendar, because this week is going to be rather heavy on macro news. What I have here is Forex Factory, and this screen which you see here only shows the high impact macro news. As you can see, there are so many of them, and so many are very strong macro news that directly affect the rates of the currencies. So just a quick rundown before we check out the charts, okay? Because this is important. Tomorrow, on Tuesday, there's cash rate on the Australian dollar. Wednesday, there is the rate decision on the Canadian dollar. Wednesday is FOMC day, very important. Thursday, that's Bank of Japan announces their policy rate. Then there's the Swiss franc and their policy rate decision. And then there's the British pound, that's the same thing, official bank rate. And on the euro, again, we have the rate decision news. So as you can see, this week is very heavy as far as the macro news are concerned. So be very careful with your trading. No shame in skipping trading for the whole week. Now, let's check out the chart. Let me show you a couple of strong volume profile levels. So let's start with euro dollar. Here is a 30-minute chart of the euro dollar. The platform is NinjaTrader 8 and my custom-made volume profile and VWAP indicators. And here I want to show you a strong support, which is in here at 1.1453. At first, I didn't really believe in this support, but then I saw the strength, how the buyers were pushing the price upwards, and I saw that it's not just, you know, a rotation after a strong downtrend, but this could actually be a strong buying activity of strong, possibly institutional buyers. So back to that level that we have here at 1.1453. If I use volume profile here over this recent uptrend, you can see that there's this volume cluster here. This volume cluster possibly represents a place where buyers were active when they were pushing the price upwards. Here is the beginning of that volume cluster, that's our level. And a couple of more things regarding this level, not just the volume cluster, but also this is a rather big fair value gap. This whole area is fair value gap, and our level is the beginning of the fair value gap. See, this is the beginning of the fair value gap, which adds strength to that volume profile level. At top of that, there's also another thing, and the thing is that in the past, this worked as a resistance. See how the price reacted to this level? So that means that in the past, this was a resistance. When the price blew past that resistance, it turned into a support. So we have the volume profile setup, we have the fair value gap, we have the resistance becoming support setup here. All point to this level. So that's why I think it's worth watching and trading. Right now, we just need to wait for the pullback, and when the price hits this level, then go long from there. Now, let's check out the next pair, which is going to be the Australian dollar, US dollar. So, in here, I wanted to show you a little bit older level, a couple of days old. It's a short right here at 0.7124. By the way, this is still a 30-minute chart. All those intraday trading charts are 30-minute time frame, okay? Now, this level is based on a volume profile setup, which I call the volume accumulation setup. First, you need to see rotation where heavy volumes were accumulated, like in here, and then there needs to be a strong trend activity following that accumulation zone, exactly like in here, right? This is a heavy volume zone from which this sell-off started, and this heavy volume zone represents a resistance, especially the beginning of that heavy volume zone. That's where I have that short level, right? So now I'm waiting for pullback. If it occurs, I'm going to go short from there, because I think that the sellers from here who are accumulating their short positions there and then push the price downwards, I think that those guys will become active here again. They'll want to defend this heavy volume zone again because this zone is clearly important for them. So they'll want to defend it and push the price downwards from there again. Okay. As a little additional thing here, we also have a little fair value gap here. It also adds a bit of strength to that level. All right, so that's for the Australian dollar, US dollar. And the last one is on the British pound. It is a support, and the support is right here at 1.3253. It is also based on the volume accumulation setup, only in this case it is reversed. In this case it is support. Okay, so in this case we are talking about this rotation with this heavy volume zone formed in there, and then we have a strong trend starting from that heavy volume zone. So that's the volume accumulation setup, right? Next thing is you need to see a pullback and you want to go long from there. Okay, this is where the heaviest volumes begin, in here. That's why I have the level there. We also have a fair value gap here, but it's a little bit above the level, just a couple of pips, but I still count it as a confirmation to the level, because the fair value gap shows the strength and determination of the buyers who were first accumulating the longs in here and who later pushed the price upwards. Okay. By the way, I also have this one little resistance on this chart at 1.3330, and this is just a smaller level. I'm not yet set on trading it, but let me show you what I like about this level. Okay, I like that there is this significant volume cluster here, which formed within this strong sell-off. So the volume cluster could represent sellers adding to their short positions. We also have fair value gap in here, a small one and big one here. When they are close to each other, I count it as one big fair value gap beginning in here. So that's the second thing, the big fair value gap. And also you can see that the price reacted here. So it was a support in the past, which now turned into a resistance when the price blew past that support. Okay, so a couple of signals align here. So this could potentially be a strong level to trade from. Now, if you guys are interested in learning more about volume profile, and if you want to get your hands on my custom-made volume profile software, you want to head over to my website, which is traderdale.com, and if you click this button which says trading course and tools, then it will bring you to this page. If you scroll down a bit, then in here you can check out my trading education and indicators. So thanks so much for watching the video. I'll see you next time, and until then, happy trading. Now, before I wrap the video up, I'd like to announce a winner of a contest we had last time. The prize of the contest were my custom-made volume profile and VWAP indicators for TradingView platform, and right now on your screen you see the name of the person who won in the contest. So congratulations to the winner, and what I'll do next is I'll do another contest for the next week. The only thing that you need to do to participate in this contest is leave a comment below this video, which I'll publish on YouTube, and next week I'll randomly pick one person to win this set of custom-made indicators. So that's about that. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time, and until then, happy trading!